Welcome to North Carolina Weekend. I'm Deborah Holt Noel. Bud Shield was a nature lover from the Gastonia area, and during his time with the Boy Scouts and Park Service, he collected all kinds of interesting rocks, minerals, and natural specimens. As he grew older, he needed a place to store his stuff, and in 1961, a small museum was born. Today, the Shield Museum is a natural wonderland that even includes a planetarium, and it's a must-see for anyone who loves nature.
The Shield Museum of Natural History has been here in Gastonia for well over 50 years. And so today our history really tells you a lot about what you can see at the Shield Museum. Our founder was with Boy Scouts of America, and so for many years he ran and operated a Boy Scout camp, and his hobbies were taxidermy, mineral collecting, insect collecting, anything with the natural world. His wife was really interested in Native American cultures, so they traveled and collected baskets and pottery from a lot of different tribes, Navajo rugs, and when the museum was founded they donated their collections. In those galleries we also display a lot of the things that she collected over the course of her life. The building's about 77,000 square feet under roof right now, and we have major galleries on North American habitats, North American wildlife, a paleontology, geology hall. The outside of our building has a nature trail. It's a little less than a mile. And along that trail, not only will you experience sort of the Piedmont environment, but you also will encounter an 18th century backcountry farm with 3 or 4 buildings, some pigs and some sheep, and occasionally some chickens. And a little further down the trail you will come to the Catawba Indian Village. And the Indian Village is a very special place. It has a number of structures that really talk about the history of the Catawba Indians as an example, but it's really what a lot of the native groups here in North Carolina, the way they lived over time. So it's from prehistoric up to historic times. The museum had in their history had a real interest in astronomy.
If you're in the center of the dome, it's actually like being inside an observatory.
Today, shortly after the museum opened to the public, a planetarium was added. It seated about 75 people. Today we have a planetarium that seats 153 people. It's a 50-foot dome. It's one of the largest in the state. We have recently installed a full dome digital projection system, which is an incredible asset to the Shield Museum, because in addition to astronomy, space science, the history of space exploration, we can also explore other topics.
Leading to the first calendars. With the years.
In addition to the 7 permanent galleries that we have here at the museum, we also have a space that we call our featured exhibit space. The exhibit right now on the floor is an exploration of the solar system with a lot of technology, a lot of the aspects, touch screens, iPads integrated, a lot of projection, really stretched us, but the public has really enjoyed that. So that room will continue to change about once a year. We're just a few minutes off the interstate. And in this region, we offer a real special opportunity. Many of the things we have are unique in this region.
The Shield Museum is conveniently located just minutes off of I-85 at 1500 East Garrison Drive in downtown Gastonia. They're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 1 to 5 p.m. Visit their website at shieldmuseum.org for information on upcoming exhibits and special presentations.